Hello, welcome. We are back. We are Impower Real Estate.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
So today's topic will be how to buy during the pandemic.
Number one thing that you need to remember when you are buying or selling during the pandemic is to wear protective gear. So your buyer should not tour your home unless they're wearing masks and gloves, or use a disinfectant as per the CDC guidelines. Now, I strongly advise you, the seller, when the buyer is touring the home, don't be there. There's no reason to expose yourself to the risk. So the most important thing to buy or sell during the pandemic is wear protective gear and disinfect.
Be patient, okay? The turnaround time for just about everything during, the whole process.
That 14 days is standard across the board.
Yes, everything's taking a little bit longer. Everyone's working their hardest. It's just, there's a little bit more obstacles and a few more extra steps that we have to take now as agents compared to pre-COVID or pre-pandemic home buying and selling. So just be patient. Patience is going to take you a long way, especially during this pandemic. So everything is getting done. We're trying our best and we're working as fast as we can.
So don't lose hope.
Be
patient when it takes longer to see a home, or you may not be able to see a home, until after you submit offer. Be patient in the offer selecting process. Be patient in the escrow process, because not only you're waiting for the buyer and the buyer's team, so that could be the inspectors, that could be the appraiser, that could be the bank, that could be so many things that just require a little bit more patience on that scheduling. So don't worry, we'll get it done for sure, especially if you work with Impower Real Estate.
Hey.
So don't lose hope, we got you.
My buyers, don't be scared to write up an offer or submit an offer for a property that you haven't seen in person. Things are being done differently during the pandemic. So that doesn't mean that you have to go through with that property. So we always do add the subject to visual inspection.
You have an opportunity to change your mind.
Right. So when you walk it and the floor plan, and when you see it in person, it's just not working for you. It's not going to work for you and your family. Then you have the option to go ahead and withdraw the offer if needed. It's kind of like you have your ticket in line.
Yeah. So if you don't submit, for an opportunity to get this house, your offer is equivalent to that. It's a chance to win. But with that ticket, you have options. So like Marisol said, if the home on the inside doesn't match how you feel about it on the outside, we have ways to help you cancel that, so don't worry. But if you don't write the offer after following up with the neighborhood and you know that you can afford it, you may lose your place in line. So for example, the seller may only allow somebody to see it one day, of this whole entire situation. You want a ticket to see in that one day. So if you're serious about the home, you already know the neighborhood, know the school district, please don't be afraid to submit an offer so that you can put your ticket in for the win. It's not guaranteed they'll accept it, but at least you will have a chance. Same advice goes to our sellers. I know it is, it might be like, why, right? You don't want somebody to give you an offer and they haven't even seen it. However, in this pandemic, trying to scheduling people and making sure nobody is sick and all that jazz might take more time, right? So don't be afraid to accept an offer, what we call is blind offer. That just means a buyer submitted an offer and they haven't seen it. Now I want to clarify, you're not obligated to accept that offer. So just because somebody gave you something, you have the opportunity to say no thank you. Now when you have offers in hand, but the benefit is you get to decide whether you like it or not. Accepting the offers before the buyer see it is not the end of the world. It's not a bad thing, especially in the pandemic, because you can minimize the amount of people that goes through your home, in turn is protecting yourself. And by the time that we figure out who is strong enough to walk your home, you know that you're that much closer to closing the escrow. So sellers, please, please, please. I know your agent probably is telling you differently, but we do things differently here at Impower. It's the flexibility of working through a pandemic. We all know at the end of the day, the selected buyer or the potential buyer will have an opportunity to walk through your home. The idea is they're not going to put in their down payment or their initial deposit if they haven't seen the home. So all you have to do is, once we confirm the strength of the buyer, we invite them to see your home. So don't be afraid to accept that blind offer. Sellers, as you know, we've been talking about this whole time to minimize, the amount of people that goes through your home. So after you do have a showing or, a day of buyers seeing through your home, however the case may be, make sure you disinfect your doorknobs, your switches, your railings, countertops. So do your own due diligence and make sure that you stay on top of the safety for your family. So your agent most likely will do so already, and that's fantastic. But for me, I'm a mom of 3, so don't worry about extra wipe downs.
So number 6 is actually choose a strong and awesome real estate team, okay?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you want to make sure that that they know how to navigate through, I wouldn't say obstacles, but the new hoops that are in place.
The opportunities and challenges.
Right. I would say we have to think out of the box, be flexible, informed. There's new rules and things changing constantly. So you really need someone that's on top of what's new, what's going on.
Don't be stuck in that fear cycle, right? So the reason why you want to choose and work with a professional team is so that we handle all that stress for you, right? We take care of the little details, right? We protect you, we look out for you, we communicate with you, we help you understand what's needed, and we help you make the decisions. We don't make decisions for you, but we sure as heck is gonna try and get all the information, all the data that you need in order for you to make a good decision. So whether you choose us as your team, but
this girl.
This one. We're fun to work with. Now, if we're not your cup of tea, you should still choose and interview a strong team that will be there for you and not scare you into a transaction that you may feel uncomfortable with. So the most important thing is working with the team that makes you feel empowered.
Yes, like Impower Real Estate.
Yes, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining us. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Share with your friends and family, coworkers, and all that jazz. And if you have any real estate needs, please reach out to us.